Welcome back to Flying Solo. We have just been totally crushed by our very first try into the depths, but we're going to start again. We are bringing all dwarf deck, Day and Ironfoot, who, while he is ready, all dwarf characters get +1 attack, +1 willpower. Glowin, Father of Gimli. Every time he takes a damage, we get a resource. And Biffer, making his Flying Solo progression debut. Every time every round, once a round, we can pay a resource from another hero to give it to Biffer. We are entering the pit. Our progression has entered the second cycle. 1 resource on each, and let's take a look at these cards. Entering the mines. You have been sent by the White Council to Moria to deliver a message to Balin and his dwarven colony. No one has heard from him in a while. Well, I've seen the movies and I've read the books, and I can tell you what happens to Balin. He starts a singing and dancing career. The doors of the east gate hang crooked on their hinges. The darkness inside the doorway is still and impenetrable. Impenetrable? What? Shutting out the last beams of the sinking sun. When revealed, reveal 1 encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. And we have East Gate as the active location. We cannot optionally engage with enemies, and engagement checks are not made while East Gate is in play. And after we pass through the East Gate, we can go to the first hall. And we have to get all the way through the Bridge of Khazad-dûm before we can go on to stage 2. Right, so we reveal our 1 encounter card, and it is Goblin Tunnels, which is 2 threat and a ridiculous 7 progress threshold. But we have the Cave Torch, which we can exhaust to add 3 progress to a dark location. But if we do that, we must reveal the top card of the encounter deck, and if it's an enemy, put it into play. Let's see our opening hand. So we got Steward of Gondor, that's delicious. Glaewing. Why would an elf be coming to help dwarves inside the mines of Moria? I don't know. This isn't thematic, it's just progression. Boots from Erebor. Erebor Record Keeper. He must be bringing the boots. Faramir and Durin Song. Not a bad opening hand. The first thing we're going to do right away is get Steward of Gondor on the king of the dwarves, Day and Ironfoot. 27 starting threat. We'll exhaust the Steward. And we will pay 1 and play, sorry, 1. Yeah, we're going to transfer from Dane to Biffer and play the Erebor Record Keeper for 1 lore resource. So we can exhaust him and pay lore to ready a dwarf character. Very powerful. I suppose we'll save the rest for the next turn while we can play the boots. Let's just hold on to the boots for now and see what dwarf is going to need them. Reset these guys against the camera here. All right. So, well, Dane is ready. All dwarves have +1 willpower, so let's go. Let's do this. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total willpower. We'll mark that on our dice, lest we forget, and reveal our first shadow card. Doomed 2 and Surge. Okay, great. Signs of conflict. Something's happened in these mines. Another signs of conflict. We go to 31 threat. And it surges, of course. My favorite mechanic is Surge. Sigil Mine Shaft. Raise each player's threat by 1 to place a progress token on this shaft. So it has 5 threat, which means there's 7 in the staging area. Man, we have 8 progress, so we'll put 1, but we got to put 7 on the east gate. So here's what we're going to do, right? Before we calculate, we're going to exhaust the Cave Torch to put 3 progress on the Sigil Mine Shaft. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to raise our threat by 2 to clear it. Gone. We must reveal the top card of the deck because we used the torch. It is not an enemy, so it's gone. Now we'll compare our 8 against the 2 in the staging area and put 6 progress on the east gate. We've paid a hefty threat cost. We'll end our turn going to 34 from 27 in 1 turn. But quite a bit of progress made. So we are happy. Draw a card, another pair of boots. And we'll add a resource to each one of our heroes, and we'll exhaust Steward of Gondor to double up on Dain. And then, to make let's just get this out of the way right away. Let's bring Faramir in. Right, we know Faramir. He's been an absolute all-star in this campaign. And we're going to play Glaoine as well. Our 2 lore resources. Okay, we've got quite a nice looking fellowship here now. Here and now, so let's quest now for real this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, leaving Faramir and Glaoine up. 2 threat in the staging area. Lightless Passage. A dark location with 4 threat, 4 progress threshold, and we must exhaust a cave torch to travel here. So 4, 5, 6, we put 2 on the quest. 1 will clear the east gate, and 1 will go on to entering the mines. So we add the first hall to the staging area and remove the east gate into the victory display. First hall enters the staging area. This card has 2 threat, 2 threshold. Each player must raise his threat by 3 to travel here. Gosh darn it. After it leaves play, add the bridge. Oh, yo. That is... Well, we have Gandalf for possible threat reduction if we can draw the guy. So, let's... We can now engage enemies as well. We'll exhaust the cave torch. Man, I don't know. Let's just do it. We have to do it eventually anyway. So we'll raise our threat to 37, and we'll end our turn and go to 38. Just like that. 27 to 38 threat. 2 turns. Ready, everybody. And draw a card. So, a Steward of Gondor. That's no good. We need Gandalf, and we need him now. We'll exhaust Glaoine and draw a card. And we didn't use Glaoine to draw a card last turn either, so we're going to do that too. Okay. We will get to Gandalf quick enough, drawing 2 cards a turn, I suppose. We'll give all of our heroes a resource, and we'll exhaust the Steward of Gondor. And we'll transfer 1 over to Beaver. And, condition attachment. Well, I don't know if there are any, but so let's. Well, you know what? Here we're gonna pay 1. We're gonna put Dark Knowledge on Dain Ironfoot, and we're going to quest. So 6, 7, 8 again with possible Faramir. Revealing Watchful Eyes. The first player attaches Watchful Eyes to one of his heroes counts as a condition attachment. It's good. I was gonna play that Miner of the Iron Hills. If attached hero is exhausted at the end of the combat phase, either reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. Reveal a card from the encounter deck and add it to staging. That's not so bad. We put on Dain anyway. He's not likely to resolve, and we're just going to get rid of it next turn. So we have 8 against the 6 in the staging area, which means we clear through the first hall, just like that. After we go through the first hall, we add that Bridge of Khazad-dûm to the staging area. When the Bridge of Khazad-dûm is the active location, players cannot draw cards. So we got to get out of here right away. You know what? We're going to exhaust the cave torch and travel to the Lightless Passage and leave the bridge there for another turn, because I want to draw a couple of cards. We'll go to 39 threat. We'll end our turn. Wait, exhaust Faramir and add another 4 progress as well. 1, 2, 3. Another 3 progress to the main quest. Yes, I know I miss a lot of stuff. We play fast and loose here. That's the way I do it. I'm sorry if it annoys you. I'm too aloof to keep track of all of the play possibilities. So, what are you gonna do? Add a resource to everybody is what we're gonna do. Our exhaust Steward of Gondor. Go Dain. Okay, so we're going to pay the 2 to play the Miner of the Iron Hills and remove this condition from play. Then we're going to pay 2 to get a Celebrian Stone. We don't have Aragorn, but we got Beaver, so Celebrian Stone plus 2 willpower. Pretty good. We are going to draw a card while we have the chance and the resources. Grim Resolve. We got to get a Gandalf, or we are going to be in trouble with threat. Pretty quickly. We will transfer a resource from Glow into Beefer in case we need the Erebor Record Keeper. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 against the 5 in the staging area now. Patrol Leader. Before Patrol Leader is dealt damage, discard the top of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, cancel that damage. This guy's pretty nasty. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 plus 2 from Celebrian Stone is 10. And we will exhaust Faramir to add an additional 3 for 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll clear this. And 13. That's 5 progress on entering the mines. And we will... Oh, the Goblin Tunnels. So a Goblin was revealed from the staging area, so we actually lose a progress. So we still have only 4. And we will travel to the bridge, which means we can no longer draw cards. And we will engage the Patrol Leader. And we will deal him a shadow card. So he attacks for 4. We have really no defenses, but we got Dane Ironfoot, and he's pretty beefy. He's got 3 defense and 5 hit points. So we're going to use Dark Knowledge to look at the... There's no shadow effects. And we'll just block then and take a damage. With Iron on the Iron Hills could swing, but it just ain't worth it. We'll go to 40 threat and leave the Patrol Leader engaged with us. Readying all of our characters, making a mess of our beautiful board here. Everybody gets a resource. And Dane gets 3. That's Steward of Gondor, the best card of the game. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we can't draw cards. But we do have Grim Resolve, which is pretty sweet. So let's put a Boots of Erebor on Dane to give him +1 hit points. For free. Yes, we like free. And we keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 9. So we'll quest 9. Now we'll quest 8. There's only 2 threat in the staging area right now, so reveal a Goblin. So we remove a quest, and it's another Patrol Leader. We remove a progress from the quest as we have revealed a Goblin. So 5 in the threat, 5 threat in the staging area, which means we can add 3 to clear the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. And we will travel to the Goblin Tunnels and engage the second Patrol Leader, which is pretty rough. Each of them gets a shadow card. We will exhaust Dark Knowledge to look at 1 shadow card. No effect, so we'll just throw it away. And we are going to exhaust Erebor Record Keeper and pay a green resource to ready Glowin. We will use Dane to defend against the Patrol Leader where we know he has no shadow effect, so he'll take 1 damage. And we will Glowin does not have a lot of defense. We're going to block with the Minor of the Iron Hills against this one. Patrol Leader for 4. Defending player raises threat by 2. Why? 42 threat. That's terrible. But we can draw cards again with the Glaeween, so we will draw a card. Do the Dane mark. Okay, we're going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. So first, we're going to play Durin's Song twice to give Glowin +4 attack. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is enough to kill 1 Patrol Leader. And then we'll pay all 5 of our purple resources, our leadership resources, to play Grim Resolve, readying every character. Oh, wait. We have to discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, we have to cancel all that Patrol Leader's damage. It's not an enemy, it's a cave-in. That is great. Okay. We don't want the cave-in, and we do want to kill the Patrol Leader. Now we ready everybody, and we'll swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again on this patrol leader. So we must not reveal an enemy. It is an enemy, so he doesn't take any of that damage, but we have Glaewin ready again, so we'll draw another card. It's a sneak attack. We'll go to 43 threat and ready all of our dwarven compatriots and comrades. Okay, and we'll draw a card, and we'll exhaust Glaewin and draw another card. We need to dig down for that Gandalf.
And where's Gandalf? Gone again? I wish I was a wizard.
Resource, and exhaust Steward of Gondor to add 2 resources a day. And okay, well, we'll play Dunedain Mark on Glowin, and we'll pay 3 green to play out a Longbeard Mapmaker, so he can spend a lore resource to get +1 willpower. So we'll give Beefer a lore resource, and we will quest. We're going to get out of the mines right now, so we're going to quest for 3, 6, 8 total quest willpower. We'll reveal a burning low. Oh, it's our torches that are burning low. Each enemy location currently in the staging area is +1 threat until the end of the phase. Well, there is nothing in the staging area, so we'll just put 8 progress, 7 to clear the Goblin Tunnels, and 1 on the mines. And then we will exhaust Faramir to add an additional 3, because we have 3 questing characters, which means we go right to stage 2. But 43 threat. It's going to be close. The skeletons and dwarves of dwarves and orcs lie undisturbed, but you have discovered no recent sign of the dwarven colony. The sound of scampering feet travels to your ears, and you move in that direction to investigate. There is a patrol of goblins. We're going down to Goblin Town. Added to the staging area, and 1 must be the patrol leader. After an enemy is revealed from the encounter deck, discard it instead of adding it to the staging area. 1. There are no enemies in play. Advance to the next stage of the scenario immediately. Players can also advance by placing 11 progress tokens on the Goblin Patrol. So we must engage the patrol, but we no longer have to engage anything else. Let's just find him then and destroy him. Could he be in the discard pile? Goblin follower, patrol leader. Oh. 1 choice must be patrol leader. So, yep, it is the thing we've already fought. And we killed him, and now he's back. 2 patrol leaders, so we've got to kill them both. Or put 11 progress on the quest. Both of those situations are pretty... We're gonna get... Well, we'll see. I think we can do the progress quicker than we can kill the patrol leader. So we have to fight them both now anyway, so we'll give them a shadow card here, and we'll use Dayan to look at the second shadow card, no shadow effect. We will exhaust the Erebor Record Keeper and pay a resource to ready Glowin. Hey, we'll use Dayan to block the character, the patrol leader who has a shadow card. We have an effect, attacking it is +3 if he's a goblin. So he deals 7 against our defense of 4. So Dayan takes 3 damage, which would kill him if he wasn't wearing the sexy boots. So he has 5 damage on him. Oof. And the guy with no shadow effect, we will block Glowin. So Glowin will take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And he will gain 3 resources. I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot of resources. I don't know if it would be more prudent to fight these guys and try to destroy them. We go to 44 threat and end the turn. or just race through and get to the end. Dayan is one hit away from death, so, well, let's draw our card first. Another sneak attack, and we'll use Glaewing to draw a card. Exhaust a dwarf to place 2 progress tokens on the active location. Well, we can't block with Dayan anymore. We'll give him another boots from Erebor. He's got 7 hit points now. And we have sneak attack, but no good sneak attack target. We will exhaust Steward of Gondor and then transfer 1 over to Beaver there. I think it'd be... Well, we'll play another Record Keeper. For 1. And we'll quest for 5 with Biffers, his Celebrian Stone. 3 for Glowin. And the Longbeard Mapmaker for another 2, so 10. We're going to go and just push for progress and defend against these patrol leaders. A Goblin Scout. After an enemy is revealed from the outer deck, discard it. So that's it. We put 10 progress, so we'll exhaust Faramir and we pass the Goblin Patrol. A way up. The Chamber of Records is on the 7th level of Moria. The way up is treacherous. You are accompanied by a sense of unease and vague dread. Heroes do not collect resources. If you pass the stage, you win the game. Well, I'm not going to need any resources because I am totally stacked. So if we can survive, we can... So I'll use Dark Knowledge to get rid of that guy's shadow effect. Or to... Oh, sorry, let's just look at it. So we'll have to add this Goblin Swordsman to the staging area as part of his shadow effect. That's unfortunate. We're going to block this patrol leader with the Erebor Record Keeper. No shadow effect, and he dies. And we're going to block this patrol leader with the Miner of the Iron Hills. And his shadow effect was to add the Goblin Swordsman to the staging area. So we have 1 threat in the staging area. We have a chance to get out. We got a chance to get out of here. Alright, so we'll go to threat 45. And we'll ready all these characters. I collect no resources, but I can still use Steward of Gondor, so I will. And I'll put 1 over here. And I'll draw a card. Self-preservation. We'll exhaust Glaewing and draw another card. Hannah Marmath, Grave Song. I can't afford to play either of those. Well, I can't afford to play Hannah Marmath. He can tank another Goblin hit, as we're just going to tank and get out of here. So, we will commit Beaver for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Glowin for 3 is a total of 8. 8, 8, 8. And the Longbeard Mapmaker to make us 10. Which means we can't get out of here this turn, but we possibly can get out of here next turn. We reveal a Goblin Scout. Okay, so 4 in the staging area, which means we put 5, 6 progress on the quest. And we'll use Faramir to add another 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 9 progress on the quest. We need only 3 more, and we win. But we're engaging all of these enemies now. Not just the patrol leaders, but the women and the children too. 1, 2, 3, 4. And everybody gets a shadow card, so we're going to look at this one with Dark Knowledge. That'll add the swordsman to the staging area. 1, 2, 3, 4 shadow cards. First, we must defend against this Goblin Scout to see a 37 threat. We're going to take this undefended. Attacking enemy gets +1, +2 if attacking the last player. What is the last player? Must be me. So he deals 3 undefended damage, which means bad things. Bad things. 3 damage. Dang. Glowin is dead. We still have a chance to make it out. The staging area is empty at the moment. So we lose Glowin from an undefended attack. Reconsolidate. So we know Dan has 2 hit points left because he has 2 Boots of Erebor. So we'll block this patrol leader, and his shadow effect will add the Goblin Swordsman to the staging area, and he will take 1 and still be alive. This patrol leader will block with Hanumarth Riversong. No shadow effect, Hanumarth is slain. And this swordsman, we block with the Erebor Record Keeper. This is rough. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. Attacking enemy gets +2 if this attack is undefended. So the Erebor Record Keeper is dead. And we go to 46 threat. Do we have a way out? Well, we're going to draw 2 cards. We still gain no resources, but we have Steward of Gondor. So we draw and draw with Glaowen. Miner of the Iron Hills. So we'll use Steward of Gondor and we'll pass 1 over to Biffer and we'll play the Miner of the Iron Hills. And we will go for the miracle win. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, +3 from Faramir. 12. That's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 11. Alright, this is it. Each enemy and location in the staging area gets +1 threat, +3 if it is a dark location. So there are no locations. This guy gets 1 threat. He has 2 threat, which means we put 9 progress on the quest, and we win the game. We do not have to fight the rest of these goblins. So it does look like we're in a pretty bad way, but somehow we've pulled off the win. Players defeat the stage, they win the game. That's it. We found the way up, and we are out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what a successful Into the Pit board looks like. Join us next time on Flying Solo as we go deeper into Khazad-dûm. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube watching this, like and subscribe. If you like what you saw, if you hate it, well, then never come back. Go and never come back. All right, it's been a blast. Peace.